Fog draped Halstead County like a shroud, swallowing the pines and muffling the world. At 7:03 a.m., Deputy Sheriff Lana Whitaker's radio crackled, cutting through her kitchen silence. A construction crew at Morning Lake had unearthed a school bus, its yellow paint dulled by decades of dirt. License plates matched a 1986 case. 15 children, one driver, vanished without a trace. Lana's coffee went cold in her hand. Those kids were her classmates. She'd missed that field trip, sick with chicken pox. Now, a survivor had stumbled out of the woods, whispering a truth that would unravel everything. Hit subscribe. This mystery's just beginning. Lana's truck rattled down the fog-choked service road to Morning Lake Pines, the air heavy with pine and damp earth. She was 48, a deputy with 20 years on the force, but the weight of 1986 never left her. Holstead Ridge Elementary's field trip to a nature camp was the last memory she had of her friends. 15 kids, ages 9 to 11, laughing as they boarded the bus. She'd stayed home, scratching at pox scars, while they vanished. No wreckage, no bodies, just a town left whispering runaways or accident. Lana never bought it. At the site, the bus loomed like a ghost. Mud cake, half crushed. Its emergency door pried open by the crew. The foreman, Ed Jarvis, nodded grimly. Didn't touch it once we saw the plates. Lana stepped inside, the air sour with mold. Empty seats, some belts still latched. A pink lunchbox sat abandoned, a child shoe coated in moss. No bodies. Her flashlight caught a class list taped to the dashboard, Miss Delaney's neat cursive listing 15 names. Below, in red marker, a scrawled note, "We never made it to Morning Lake." Lana's skin prickled. Someone had been here, long after the bus was buried. She called in the state forensics team and sealed the site at the county records building. She pulled the 1986 case file, photos, rosters, and a report stamped "No evidence of foul play." Stared back. The driver, Carl Davis, was a drifter, barely vetted, gone by the next day. The substitute teacher, M. Atwell, had no history beyond a fake address. An empty lot. Lana's eyes lingered on Nora Kelly's photo. Green eyes, pink ribbon, her old neighbor. Nora's popsicle sticky smile haunted her. By noon, Deputy Harris burst in. "Sheriff, we got a survivor." At the hospital, a woman, mid-30s, malnourished, barefoot, sat trembling. She claimed to be 12, named Nora Kelly. Her green eyes locked on Lana. "You got old," she whispered. "You had chicken pox." Lana's heart stuttered. Nora remembered the trip, the bus, a man at a fork in the road saying, "The lake's not ready for you." Then a barn with boarded windows and clocks, always reading Tuesday. They moved the kids, blindfolded, for years. Mr. Avery and a woman ran it, until she vanished. Nora escaped, but the others? She didn't know. Lana drove to the old Halstead barn, linked to Frank Avery, dead since 2003. His son, Martin, had no address. In the weeds, she found a purple bracelet etched with Kimmy. Kim Leong, another missing kid. Back at the station, Lana pinned Nora's name to a whiteboard, circling "We never made it to Morning Lake." A photo from the bus, tucked behind a panel, showed 9 kids in front of a boarded-up building, faces blank. Nora was there, eyes vacant. Behind them, a bearded man in a hat. On the back, the chosen year 2, what kept these kids hidden for decades. Who buried that bus? Lana's flashlight swept the old Riverview camp, its sagging lodge matching the photo. Nora's words echoed. A river, a whistle, burning pine. This was the place. Inside, children's names were carved into walls. Kimmy, Marcy, Caleb, Nora, repeated like a plea. A rusted box held Polaroids. Kids sleeping, eating, one crying. Names on the backs weren't theirs. Dove, silence, obedience. Kimmy's photo read disobeyed. Lana's pulse raced. This wasn't just a hideout. It was a prison. A creak upstairs stopped her. A boy, maybe 10, stood barefoot in the doorway, dirt smudged, eyes too old. "They call me Jonah," he said, "but that's not my name." He pointed to scorched floorboards listing 12 names. 3 circled. "Some are still out there," he whispered. Lana wrapped him in a blanket, drove him to the station, and showed him the yearbook. He tapped Marcy, Sam, and Lana's face. "You were lucky," he said. "You got sick." Forensics found another photo in the bus, partially burned. For kids by a campfire, one labeled "He Stayed." Lana cross-referenced the roster. Aaron Devlin, 11 in 1986, now 49, worked in town, no record before 1990. She found his trailer, rusted and isolated. Aaron answered, graying, eyes sharp. "I knew you'd come," he said. He remembered Lana's green backpack, her jean jacket. He'd stayed with the group, believing their sanctuary was safe, until a fire in 1991 split them. Marcy escaped, Caleb fought, Aaron stayed, afraid of the world. He led Lana to a collapsed sanctuary site, admitting kids were kept in reflection rooms, dark pits for punishment. In a locker, Lana found Nora's drawing, a girl with a red ribbon under a moon, holding a sign, "We are still here." Aaron pointed to a hidden trail. "They called the new place Haven," he said, "for the obedient ones." Lana's radio crackled. A team found a concrete bunker, Haven, with a sealed door marked garden. Inside, scratches covered the walls, names, tallies, prayers that weren't prayers. A recorder held Kimmy Leong's voice. "We were taken. Don't believe we ran away." Who was Father Elijah? Why did Nora think some kids didn't want to be found? Lana's team breached Haven's garden room, a concrete void with a sickly sweet smell. A woman, late 30s, huddled inside, clutching a notebook. "They call me Silent," she whispered, "but I'm Kimmy Leong." Her eyes, wide behind cracked glasses, matched the yearbook. She'd been held, moved, retrained to forget her name. Her notebook, disguised as sermon notes, had coded truths. Caleb taken, Marcy escaped, and Nora punished. The last entry, "Take us forward. Help us become real again." At the hospital, Kimmy recognized Nora. "You braided my ribbon," she said, tears falling. They embraced, survivors of a stolen childhood. Aaron arrived, guilt-ridden. "I stayed," he admitted. Kimmy nodded. "You led them here." A photo from Haven showed Aaron, apart from the group, labeled obedient. He revealed a hidden hatch near a lightning-split tree, leading to a tunnel network. Inside, a domed room held 15 desks, each with a nameplate. A locked book, the final curriculum, preached obedience, erasing memory. One name repeated, Kasha, crossed out, then rewritten. Kasha ran. Kasha saw room 6. Room 6, brick shut, held a mural. A girl running, arms outstretched, labeled Kasha Remembered. She left the light on. Lana found a 1993 state ward file. A girl, 13 to 15, no memory, later named Maya Ellison, adopted in Morning Lake. Maya ran the town bookstore. Lana showed her the mural photo. Maya froze and whispered, "I dreamed of her." She was Kasha, her past buried in trauma. She and Kimmy embraced, their silence heavy with survival. Aaron gave Lana a hand-drawn map to a final tunnel, marked by 3 petrified trees. There, a hatch led to a preserved network. Rooms, drawings, a bus painted flame. A voice behind a sealed door whispered, "Is it okay to speak?" It was another survivor, too weak to name herself, but alive. Lana's report, the Morning Lake 15, sparked a state investigation. Nora, Kimmy, and Maya started a foundation for the missing. Aaron vanished, leaving a note, Arcadia. More kids. Was he running or chasing the truth? The Morning Lake bus, buried for 38 years, cracked open a nightmare. 15 kids were stolen, not lost, by a cult that erased their names. Nora, Kimmy, and Maya survived, their memories, drawings, tapes, a mural, proof of resistance. Kasha's light guided them home. But others remain, hidden in tunnels or towns like Arcadia. Lana still searches, driven by a bracelet, a whisper, a name. The lake sign reads, "Your names are remembered. Are there more out there waiting?" Comment below, what haunts you most about this story? Subscribe for the next mystery.